Okay, so today's video, obviously I always have so much to talk about, but I wanted to try to be a little bit more grounded because I know in last week's video I was so excited, so all over the place. I even felt a little emotional before recording this video. I've just been so happy today. I feel like I've had so many revelations waking up today in clarity and knowing what I want, and it's been such an amazing day, especially after this last week. I'm going to talk about several different things, but I wanted to talk about really quickly. Last week was insane. So in case any of you feel like you were going crazy and you were having anxiety and anger, trust that you are not alone. And I'm going to make a video most likely tomorrow on how to combat that anger, that anxiety that is stirring up in your body and what to do about it, because so many people were going through it, especially Thursday and Friday. Actually, ever since Pluto went into Aquarius on November 19th, everyone was anticipating, the shifts and like, yay, greatness, and we're going to be high vibing. But instead, it actually caused a lot of chaos. For those of you that don't know, Mercury went officially into retrograde today, Monday, November 25th. But the last 2 weeks, we were in the pre-shadow phase, more or less 2 weeks. It seemed like last week was so chaotic. I scratched my car literally on November 19th, and it was like such a weird day. Everyone was extremely irritated that day. And yes, my car it's fine. It's a little scratch, but whatever. And so many people had like car accidents or like little fender benders or little scratches that same day as well. Everyone was really on edge, super irritable. I remember everyone honking around my daughter's school, which is not common. And I remember I just know like last week, everyone was on edge. And I remember Friday was the worst day of it all for me. I was very angry, which is not like me at all. I was like extremely angry. I felt like the beast in Beauty and the Beast. I was really bad until, I calmed myself down, doing my breathing exercises and going out for a walk and such, but it was really horrendous. And I feel like this was kind of like the remnants from, everything going from before November 19th, from that Pluto being in Capricorn. It was almost like we were dealing with the remnants of it, but also because Mercury's going into retrograde. So now that Mercury's in retrograde, we all know that is a time for reflection, to reassess our lives, to understand what it is that we want. And I really had that clarity today. Woke up with a light bulb of knowing exactly what it is, what I want and what I don't want, claiming union with my twin flame. I'm like, you know what, soulmate, hi, whatever you were in the past, the twin ray, karmic, out of the picture, had closure with that. I'm so done. And I'm like claiming twin flame union, but also union with myself. I highly recommend you guys do that too. But it was like just such a shift in me that I woke up today with that in my mind. And as you know, Mercury retrograde can cause up a lot of miscommunication, a lot of travel delays, a lot of travel problems. So be careful when you are driving, when you are going to the airport, when you're traveling. Just always double check, triple check all your documents, etc. I gotta make sure that for my upcoming trip. And just be careful with your words. Try to breathe before you speak. I have to remind myself that sometimes too, because sometimes I'm like, right? I don't like to be in that energy. So for my next point, I wanted to remind you guys that normally I have group calls on Thursdays, but because this Thursday is Thanksgiving, gobble gobble, can't wait. I am making my group call tomorrow, Tuesday, November 26th. And I'm going to open the Akashics. So I'm going to be doing kind of like a collective Akashic record reading for anyone that joins the call. And I've also created a WhatsApp group. So I had a Facebook, I still have a Facebook community group for my Divine Feminines. That is part of a membership plan, that if you pay for that membership plan to access the Facebook group, you will also get access to my WhatsApp group that I recently created. My dear friend Zoe, Sassy Spiritualist, she also has her own WhatsApp group with her Divine Feminines. And I thought, you know what, this is so much fun, and we have more constant communication among each other, and it's always really fun to just, we share ideas and YouTube videos and things that we're going to help each other, meditations, etc. And it's just a very fun vibe. So if you want to join that WhatsApp group, that is part of any of the membership plans. And this Friday, I'm going to be doing a live with Zoe, Sassy Spiritualist. We had an amazing call today where we exchanged services. I gave her an Akashic record reading, which helped her get some clarity. She did a tarot reading. Now, you guys know I don't really care for tarot readings, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to try it. I did 2 this weekend, one with her and one with this amazing woman, Julia. She is tarot_July Flame, I believe. I'm going to put her Instagram handle there. She was amazing. And then I did one with Zoe today. So they were both amazing women, and they basically gave me the same information. Julia she sends me audios. So I highly recommend her. Like, if I'm recommending a tarot reader, it's because they're actually good. Because you guys know I don't really do tarot readings. But both of these women hit the nail on the head. And I loved that with Zoe's reading today. It was so funny because Zoe was channeling songs, like things that my DM was saying. And she had a vision of me. Like, she was basically channeling something that he was telling her or showing her. And it was a vision of something that I wore and sent to him. And I'm like, no way, because he literally said that circulates in my mind all the time. And it was confirmation that she is so good at what she does. So if you haven't had a reading by Zoe, Sassy Spiritualist, I highly, highly recommend that you do. Her and I are going to be collaborating a lot more. She actually had a dream recently about me turning into goddess Kali Ma. She's that blue, divine, feminine, divine goddess. She's very much about being in your power. She's very motherly, nurturing, but she's like, I don't take BS, right? Like, she's also death and destruction. And so we are collaborating on helping the divine feminines step into their power. That is one of my biggest missions, is helping the divine feminines embody their most feminine essence, taking their energy back, taking their power back. And that is exactly what we need to be doing right now. So Zoe and I are going to be collaborating together, going to be doing lives, ceremonies together, and I cannot wait. And in Zoe's session today, I helped her uncover some fears, things that were blocking her from union, and just things that were blocking her in general through my Akashic record reading. And with her tarot reading, she helped me uncover my block, which was me not talking to my DM enough in the 5D. And it's true, that was blocking me, as well as this connection that I had with my soulmate / twin ray or whatever. But now that that's done, like, I literally claimed that it was done before I even had the session with Zoe. And she, like, the first card she pulled out was closure. And I was like, yes, that was so spot on. So it's amazing the clarity that Zoe gave me. And yeah, and so it was just very, very specific. And one other thing that we also channeled, something that was coming through for the both of us and for all divine feminines really, was like she said in her video today, if we don't have time for ourselves, because us divine feminines, us light workers and such, we give so much of ourselves to other people, but we have to also remember to pour back into ourselves. And this goes for every single divine feminine, because if we don't have time for ourselves, how are we going to have time for our divine masculine? So it's some food for thought. A big important reminder was continue communicating with your DM in the 5D. I'm gonna be doing that while also focusing on myself and my mission, and I'm so excited. And I'm even more excited to see what's to come for the divine feminines. Can't wait. Much love.